Welcome to Ann Arbor and the Big House, home to one of the most storied programs in college football and the first one to win 1,000 games, the Michigan Wolverines. We have a ranked versus unranked battle coming up here, and you know how chaos can ensue if they start smelling an upset. As we'll see a squad from the Mountain West, the New Mexico Lobos, taking on the 7th-ranked team in the land, the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Lobos have been waiting, and finally the moment is coming and the opening of the season. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So Michigan's offense takes the field for the first time today. And here he is, guys. Anytime he takes the field, he is in complete control of this offense.
And David, he gives defensive coordinators nightmares because of his ability. They're going to have a hard time slowing him down.
No, he just doesn't have those weaknesses, those flaws, the whole playbook available, and he is a dude.
What a nifty run there to pick up the first down. See that maize in blue, and you expect tough-minded, hard-nosed running attacks.
I expect big, physical, huge linemen that don't like people, that are going to move them out of the way and do
nothing but green ahead. He's up to 49 yards on the ground already. That is a way to make a statement early.
And this guy is elite. There's a reason why he starts in this offense. You just saw the speed and the open field running ability on that last play. And this is a guy that is going to be key to the entire season for this offense.
And I think they'll give him 2 on that one, 2nd and 8 coming up.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are...
Got some room, headed to the goal line. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines. They strike first, and that opening drive of the season could not have gone better. And the extra point makes it 7-0. You want to talk about starting the game and starting the season with a great moment? That's the way to do it.
Starting in style. What did you think about all offseason? Making big plays, scoring touchdowns, winning games? How about that? You want to build a dynasty? Do it week 1. Get that dub. Get in the end zone.
The Lobos offense will try to get something started with their first possession. This matchup on the outside, Jesse, a big play weapon for the offense, a shutdown corner for the D.
They say big-time players make big plays in big games, so who gets the best of this matchup? That's going to determine the game.
I mean, such a fun chess match. How much are they on each other during the game, the head-to-head matchup that everybody wants to see?
And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. One of the big storylines coming into this year was the rising temperature of the coach's seat, and the process of cooling things off starts now.
All offseason, this coach has said the right things. I'm not worried about it.
The quarterback bought as much time as he could, but the defense got to him and sacked him. Fast, physical, and disruptive, Michigan has a rich and storied history of guys up front who can make life miserable for a quarterback.
Just dudes. I mean, guys that win matchups. Guys that, you know, if it's going to be a pass rush on the outside, one-on-one on a tackle, they can go get him at the defensive end spot. And we can mention names, and Hutchinson recently, one of the higher picks in the NFL draft, but always guys that play the same way.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Slips through the line. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
Looking for a man. It's Orji. Pulls it in. Maybe a 3-yard pickup there, 3rd and long coming up. Well, he made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and pick up a bunch of yards and maybe get a big play out.
Hey, man, sometimes you get the perfect play call at the perfect time. That time the defense blitzing, offensive line allowed everybody to run upfield, and they slip in the running back screen, and behind it there was nobody there to make a tackle, and this offense generates a massive play.
And that is good versatility there, and a big hit from the backer in pass coverage. Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game, now on 2nd down. They think there's room to run to the right here. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. This feels like 4-down territory, 3rd and short from the 40. They'll try to get it through the air. Fires to the big fella. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the 1st down.
Well, offensive coordinators put in countless hours every week trying to formate and use different personnel groupings, shifts, and motions to give their offense a success on 3rd down. You can tell in this game, this offensive coordinator, he has put in the work this week.
Man, oh man, that ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so you're
headed to the end zone, and he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Michigan!
I think you love starting the year off with some momentum, and that's exactly what this offense is doing. They're firing on all cylinders, defense doing their job as well. This team getting out the gates to start the season in great fashion.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. We will get another look at this New Mexico offense. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. Back to throw, it's Dampier, feeling some heat. And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack.
And listen, the quarterback drops back, and he's going through his progressions. We see zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
Makes a move. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Couldn't ask for better field position for this offense. Give to the single back. Nice move there. He's up to 86 yards rushing in the early going, and he is making an impact in the first game of the season.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on 1st down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Tough sledding there as he picks up 1 to the 29.
And that was a nice 2nd down run and setting up 3rd and inches. And now it's physical time, right? Like, they know you might run the football. You know you probably want to run the football. How can you be more physical? Sometimes bring some extra bodies, some extra tight ends in. Go to that play that you know is your short yardage play.
They'll try to power their way ahead. Offenses gain momentum with 3rd down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. And the Wolverines have it with a 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Unleashes one deep. And he got a hand on it to knock it down in the end zone.
Yeah, and that's nice coverage. He's taking a shot, trying to throw the ball to the end zone. Maybe put that thing up a little bit higher where his guy can go up and make a play and come down. But a nice job by the defender just getting his fingertip on the top of the football.
Give to the running back. Able to make the stop after a gain of 2 to the 22. Let's see what they've dialed up on 3rd and long from the 22. Back to pass, it's Orji. The sweet feet buy a little time. Got his man on the right. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, 1st and goal.
And that's a really good example of a quarterback and his intended target both being on the same page. The timing was almost perfect on that play. That's why they were able to convert the 3rd.
And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines.
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
And with the extra point, they're up 21 to nothing. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. First down for this offense. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Got room at the 35. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Use the play fake, now to throw. He's got an open man. They make the stop, but not before he wraps up this 1st period with a huge gain. How about these 2 running games so far? Dominance on the ground as we look at the 1st quarter stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the 2nd. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. 1st down to start the drive after the break. The give on the inside. It's a fumble. Oh, and he gets it back. A fortunate turn of events. And it looks as if they buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. 6-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and 4. To throw, it's Dampier. Finds his big tight end. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the 1st down. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. He looks that one in nicely. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. He's looking for a man on 2nd down. Gets it out fast. He's right there to stop him, but the quick throw and catch enough to give them the 1st down.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
And he really wanted to get the touchdown there, but it's incomplete.
Nice job by the defense there, taking all throws away from the quarterback. He had nowhere to put that football in the field of play, so that ball obviously had to go out of bounds.
On 2nd down, looking to throw. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep. 3rd and goal coming up here. He'll just keep slinging it. Fires into the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, New Mexico.
And this offense gets on the board, and the 1st passing touchdown of the season, and I feel pretty confident saying the 1st of many. This offense looks like they're in a good rhythm, and this passing attack's going to be hard to stop.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
21, New Mexico, 7.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays, you get worn out, you need a chance to go deep.
He'll loft one deep down the left side. It's complete. A huge pickup. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan.
And this offense is clicking. Another touchdown. Didn't have to go far for this drive, but this offense is doing what they want, how they want, when they want.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. A lot of we ares inside that stadium today. Penn State is running away with things, and that offense looks unstoppable. They're up 14 over Nevada. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Got his man. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. Just got to get him to the ground quickly.
Won't back down from anyone. Delivers the blow and gets it to the 29.
And as an offensive coordinator, you don't need the perfect play with this guy as your running back. He's going to make the play perfect for you because he makes everybody miss. Spin moves, hurdles, stiff arms, speed, whatever it takes to move the sticks and score touchdowns.
Holds and fires complete to the right. And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin.
When we see another catch by this guy, this defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
Man, offenses are getting really creative in the way they run their counter plays now. They pull different guys. They pull a guard. They pull a tackle. They pull a guard and a tackle. So really keeping the defenses off balance. You can't just key on wherever the tight end is. You got to realize they can show you one thing and come back with another.
Dragged down at the 6 after a pickup of 2. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Wants to throw on 3rd. It's complete. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Lobos.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. That's already his 2nd touchdown of the game.
And with the extra point, they trail by 2 touchdowns, 28-14. They've got it down to a 2-touchdown deficit, trailing by 14 and about to kick it away. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like 2 heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. And as the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
Grab near the marker. It's Morris. It's a game of 1st downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the 1st.
Man, offenses are getting...
He hurls one deep down the left side. Catch inside the 25. Huge plays like that can change the complexion of a game, and he's got it at the 22-yard line. The Wolverines have this offense rolling. Comes out throwing on 1st down. Can't hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Snags it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Wolverines.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Let's see what the Lobos offense has in store. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the first down. They've been steamrolled so far in this first half, David, but maybe a little positive momentum to take to the locker room.
And I like you got the first down of the drive. So maybe you can build on this now. I would play with some tempo, obviously getting closer to halftime here. Maybe create some momentum, get a score here, and cut into this lead.
We've made our way to the 2-minute warning, and now they'll try to at least cut a little something off of this lead before the break. Looking for a man. It's Dampier. He makes a catch. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. The Lobos come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Defense showing blitz, trying to rattle this quarterback. Using the quick game. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down.
Man, how about the first half this guy's having? He already has 2 touchdowns, picks up a huge first down right here. On defense, you're going to have to find a way to control this guy. You're going to have to make some big-time adjustments at halftime.
And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. You're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense.
He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, New Mexico.
Man, nice job getting the passing game going. This is big, man. Going to the half, and listen, I know you're trailing, but building some momentum. Maybe this second half we can keep airing the football out, cutting into this deficit, and who knows what the heck will happen.
So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now he tosses one high and deep down the left side. A full dive to haul that one in. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. He'll come out throwing on first down. He'll take another shot here. Throw into the end zone. It's picked off.
What a nice catch by the defensive back. Listen, a lot of times you see DBs get in position to make plays, but there's a reason they play DB and not wide receiver. Great job finishing the interception, catching the ball, making a big play.
On the move, it's Sanders. He breaks a tackle. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27. Well, this is kind of weird. They're not even going to try to run a play. Got things teed up and just about ready to go here in the second half. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Now New Mexico will go back to work on offense. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football ball right of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run plays. I think it's up to the big fellas up front. They've just got to make the decision that they're going to be tougher here in the second half so that they can win this game.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football, you can tell.
Love to see these third down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line.
Third and inches, everybody knows what's coming, but it's so dang hard to stop it. And you better get penetration with that defensive line. They didn't do a good enough job. Running back falls forward and does his job.
And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9. Went to the running game on first down. Now here they come again. After the run, now to throw. Makes the grab. All kinds of running room. Touchdown, Lobos! A Lazarus-like comeback is underway.
How about the day for this young fella? 3 receiving touchdowns. Hey, defense, that guy's good. We might want to do something about it. Let's send 2 at him. Let's send 3 at him. We can't let this guy continue to beat us time and time again.
On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Got his man downfield. And defense got gassed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And the defense is going to have more plays like this. He has had a ball game so far, running wild all day long. Defense finally comes up with a stop, maybe get a little momentum.
Over 100 yards already in this game. So if I'm on defense here, I'm adding more guys to the box, anticipating that they're going to continue to give this guy touches today.
Ball just inside the 40 at the 39. It's 3rd and short. Quick strike complete. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
This running back is a weapon. Not only is he going to hurt you in the run game, but they're going to throw it to him, and they're going to throw it to him on 1st down, 2nd down, and 3rd down, as you saw right there.
And the tackle was made, but there has been a flag thrown.
Hold it. Open.
We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. And the Wolverines are moving quickly down the field. It's a reverse. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
When you're a defense, it is stop the run first. That is your first responsibility. It makes the whole game easy. And right now, they got it going on the ground. The defense is going to have to change something up. These little tiny dink and dunk. You keep doing this, they'll go all the way down the field on you, so you might want to get a little bit more aggressive.
Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
A lot of times we call these quarterbacks ballers and game changers, but you don't call them smart enough. Like knowing the situation, knowing I can scramble around, buy some time, and then knowing exactly what I need to do to get that first down. You can call them whatever you want, but that was really smart.
That is an incredible job by the defense to stop that receiver in particular on that jet sweep. This is one of the fastest guys in college football, period. So for the fact that the defense was able to corral him and get him down and limit him, that was pretty impressive.
Great discipline by the backside of the defense. This is my gap. This is where I'm supposed to be. Ball goes away, so be it. I got to stay home, stays home, makes a great play for a loss.
fires toward the end zone. And it's incomplete as he was trying to finish the drive with a score. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. They picked the spot. It's going to be about a 37-yard attempt. And this one splits the uprights. And they'll push that lead out a little further. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Texas A&M is currently ahead in this one, but they're not exactly making this easy for the 12th man. This is a tight one in College Station. They're up by 11 over UTSA. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen?
And how about that? Continues to fight for yards. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. Open the drive with a chunk play out past the 40, and they are in business on 1st down. They're getting this guy lathered up. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
They're trying to run the ball on 1st down, guys, but just nothing doing up front. Their offensive line got blown up on that play. There was nowhere for that guy to go.
They could have used a little bit more there. Pick up a 3. It's 3rd and 7. Guys, this offense is already reeling down. Multiple possessions, really need to cash in on this drive. On 3rd down, going up top. Quickly complete. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. And the Lobos will line it up on 1st and 10. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. The give to the running back from the shotgun. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, good call by the defense there. They dialed up blitz into that running play, and the linebacker able to make the stop.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. And the timing just a hair off. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Snagged in the middle, it's Miller. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on them. Down to the 18-yard line, it's 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a man. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
How about this defense coming out aggressive on 1st down? They're in the red zone. They're like, no, we're going to take the fight to you. Now setting up a 2nd down and long and putting them in a great position to be successful.
Makes the grab. Touchdown, New Mexico. You thought they were done. They're not. They're back, baby. This dude is just slicing and dicing this defense into little tiny pieces.
Carving him up, completely comfortable, knows exactly what he's getting, had so much success today. You got to find a way to make these quarterbacks feel more uncomfortable.
On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake. He lobs one high down the left side. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play. Didn't connect last time. Let's see if they throw it again on 2nd down. Looking downfield, it's Orji. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. He's got it inside the 25. He's showing it all, the juice, the jets, the moves, and he's got it down to the 16-yard line. They say it's still a game of field possession, and that last one just flipped this baby. They've got it 1st and 10 in the red zone. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
That's just tough, hard-nosed running. You need 1 yard to get, let the running back figure it out.
Turning to the running game on 1st and goal. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
It's now 2nd and goal.
These two quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after 3.
38, New Mexico, 35.
One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. He caught it into the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Let's see what the Lobos offense has dialed up this time. Looking for a productive play on first down. Back to throw, it's Dampier. Pressure coming. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
College football, man, there's so much speed on the field now. Your safeties are smaller, they're quicker, they're faster, they're more versatile than ever. They can rush the passer. You can send them at any time. Great job by the free safety, getting to the quarterback, getting the big sack.
Quickly to the tight end. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. Unless there is a dramatic turn of events, this is not going to be a way to cool off that hot seat.
And they're going to have to be able to handle adversity and handle the outside noise moving forward, because losing this game in week 1, all the detractors, all the naysayers, that noise is going to get louder. That hot seat is getting even hotter. And I think all eyes are going to be on this program now, David, seeing how they turn the page and move on from this.
And I give you Exhibit A. Jesse Palmer just turned up the hot seat. All eyes are on them. They got to win. They got to do this. Starting off on the wrong foot. This is exactly what happens. It becomes a distraction. We're going to find out how good of a coach he is, and we're going to find out how loyal these fans are really quickly in this season.
And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the first down. The Lobos come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll throw it on first down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Sanders. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Let's see how successful they'll be on 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. With the catch, it's Miller. And he didn't squeeze it, it's loose. Oh, and just like they drew it up, put it on the ground, fall on top of it, still get the first down. And the Lobos are rolling down the field. They'll throw it on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Unfortunate with that incompletion, the quarterback and his intended target not on the same page.
Dropping back, it's Dampier. Unloads to the wideout. Pulls it in. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. On first down, here comes this offense. It'll be a draw. They get him down, tough run, picks up 4. They'll mark it at the 19. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. From the gun, the ground game. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And sometimes for the defense, it just takes one play, right, to create some momentum. Obviously, this guy's been eating them up. He's got over 100 yards rushing on the day. But finally, David, they get something positive here in the run game defensively.
But you kind of know that coming in. He's going to get his. Such a great back, and he's had a great day. Need to put more plays together like that right there.
The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. 1st and goal from the 9. The Lobos want to move quickly.
1st and goal, New Mexico.
He's looking to pass. Getting some heat. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He's looking to throw. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. They've gotten pushed back, but it's still 3rd and goal. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And it's picked off at the goal line.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the 4th quarter, everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet. It's getting pretty close.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
9-yard pickup on 1st down, and now they can take a shot on 2nd and short. Wide receiver now comes in motion. The handoff, keep working on that clock. He showed it all there, a little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the 1st down.
Big reason why his team has the lead right now late is because of his performance running the football. Well over 100 yards in this game. They knew that they were going to have to really put a lot of pressure on him. He'd have to shoulder the load, and he has delivered for his offense all game long.
We reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. They'll go to the ground. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going, and you're just going to try and keep this thing marching, keep the clock ticking. You've got a really nice lead here late. You just want to find ways to keep the chains moving. They're doing it.
And it's just simple 1st down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The Wolverines have it with a 1st and 10. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on 1st down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good 2nd down.
And with the game all but decided, this quarterback will take a knee. We've waited so long to start the season, and just the way you want to start, getting that 1st victory.
And the first games are so much fun. You've been practicing against each other over and over all through camp. Now you get to come out